Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining this. I call it the Christmas webinar because it's a time in the year when we give out gifts to our loved ones. But the only gift I think I can give at this point in time is to share the ideas and the knowledge that I have in order to help other people identify the potentials that they have and to be able to be a better version of themselves in the coming year, 2025. And I hope this helps and I hope you get value at the end of the meeting. So the webinar is titled Discovering Your Untapped Hidden Gems. I am Dr. Iyasiri Oluwaseun Sarah. I'm an associate professor at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Nigeria. And my area of expertise actually is farm animal behavior and, welfare. But you might be wondering, how is a animal person, doing this? Of course, I've been in research and I've been in teaching and research for 13, 14 years. And I know that, when it comes to the income, it does not commensurate with the hard work that we put into it. And now I have this belief that educators or whoever you are, we all have the knowledge, the ideas, the expertise that we can monetize. So that is the angle I'm coming from. So the outline of my presentation this evening, I've told you a little bit about my background. I'm going to share the webinar objective. What is e-learning? What do I mean by the term untapped hidden gems? How can we unlock the hidden gems? A little bit of self-reflection exercise will be done because I want to help the participants that join in this webinar series. I'll give you 22 digital product ideas. It's just to kickstart, make you thinking. I know out of these 22, you'll definitely find one or two that resonates with you. And this can be an eye-opener to you so that you can think about other ideas that is within your area. I'll help you to start because at times you may be wondering, okay, I've listened to this presentation. How can I start? How do I start? So I'm going to show you how you can start by sharing a done for you program. Now, the objective I set for today's webinar is that I want to help participants identify their unique skills, knowledge, and experience that can be monetized, you know, in the digital space. I believe you can hear me. If you can just drop in the chat so that I know that everything is fine from your end. Now, what is e-learning? E-learning just means electronic learning and is the delivery of learning and training on the internet using, maybe if you have a laptop, a desktop, a tablet, or a smartphone, you can definitely, get yourself into the e-learning industry. And due to the COVID-19 pandemic, e-learning became more mainstream and even the preferred way of teaching and learning. Before COVID-19, most people were like only in-person teaching was like the realistic way of, being educated. But with COVID-19, when we had the shutdown, people, most people went online looking for how do I learn this? How can I gain experience? How can I move my business online? And that was it. So you can have all the knowledge and skills in the world, but if your money blueprint isn't set for success, you are financially doomed. So, here today, I want us to come with an open mindset that I want to dig deep into myself to tap these hidden treasures and let me see how I can, monetize what I already have. And just to share some statistics with you, you might be wondering e-learning. What is the prospect in e-learning? How far is it going to go? The e-learning has been estimated to be worth $325 billion next year, 2025, according to Forbes. So Do you want to be part of those that are going to earn from the e-learning industry by creating products that you can sell online? I want that question to be within you and start thinking about that the answer. The e-learning industry has grown by 900% since the year 2000. Imagine a significant growth of 900% within 24 years. And by next year, 2025, the global market for massive open online course is expected to reach $25.33 billion. Finally, the global mobile learning market is expected to reach 156 billion in 2026. So looking at the, amount of money that is available in the digital e-learning space, I think digital marketing is the way to go. And if digital marketing is the way to go, it means that for us to be able to tap into it, we need to begin to consider digital products that we can publish and sell. So back to the main key word about today's webinar, untapped hidden gems. As individuals, as human beings, we have potentials that have been deposited in us by our Creator. So there are individuals or talents that possess incredible potentials, but some of these potentials remain unrecognized or underutilized. And this is where I want us to really pay significant attention at. What are those things that I have that at the moment you may not even have recognized it, that you have such talent or such skills? Or probably you have identified them, but you don't know how to utilize them to the maximum. Now, there are skills that you might have learned, or you have gone through some programs or some learning anything. There are some skills that you have. I believe that nobody is an empty vessel. We have something we can share to the world. In terms of knowledge, it could be specialized expertise. In my introduction, I told you, my area of expertise is animal behavior and welfare. You may be into engineering. I don't know what you're doing. You may be an artist. You may be into public speaking or something else, or probably into you have practical know-how, how to create something, how to the practicality aspects. So that is why I still believe we have something in us. And in terms of experience, it could be professional experience and it could be life experiences. I want you to take a pen and paper and start noting that down. What professional experience do I have that I can monetize? Can I teach? Can I come up with courses? Can I do workshop for some people that have been in the, in the civil service for a long time? They've gathered experience. For those in the corporate world, you have learned a whole lot of things about how things operate there. All this knowledge, you can monetize them by coming up with digital products. I hope this helps. So let's go on. In summary, concerning this slide, your knowledge, your ideas, and the skills that you have can be monetized. You just need to understand how to go about it. So now, having opened your eyes to some areas that you have not considered all this while, you may be wondering that how can I unlock the hidden gems in yourself? Before I continue, I'll just share a little bit of my story at this point. I never knew I was a good storyteller, or probably let me put it this way, I never knew I could go into storytelling because I was more of an academic person and mostly write scientific publications. But there was an incident that happened in 2020, yes, 2020, And we had a conference, an online conference due to COVID. And then I had a poster presentation in that conference. So my poster was placed on the website of that society. And we were asked to call our friends and people, to help read our poster and also to vote for our poster. So when I dropped that message in the WhatsApp group of my secondary school mates, some of my friends, voted for my poster. They gave me wonderful feedback. And one of them just told me, Shion, I don't understand what your poster is about. There and then, I realized the importance of science communication. And that was when I had a turning point in the way I communicate with people. I now see that for me to be able to reach a wider audience, I need to see people as if everybody I'm talking to, is not in my area of expertise. So I just use the layman language to communicate my work to them. And what I did was to figure out and try to imagine that I have kids, children of 10 years and below in front of me. How will I explain this same principle that I have on the poster? That was what, sparked and brought out that potential in me, which I never knew I had all these years. And I started writing stories about my chicken research. I post the stories on LinkedIn and on Facebook, and I saw the feedback from people. They really, loved it, and they were giving me amazing feedback. So I continued consistently turning all my research ideas, research output into stories. And then I never knew anything about digital marketing or digital product. But then someone also suggested to me in one of my posts that why don't you turn all these stories into an ebook? And that was what bettered the idea of ebook. And I was like, I don't know how to write books, but I just joined the book club and I introduced myself that this is what I want to achieve. And they helped me. And that was how I got the first ebook, which is called Go to the Hen. Yes, it's a digital product on Amazon. Now, later on, I realized that for me to be able to foster love, for animals, I wanted people also to have somewhere they can go, watch some videos, and learn, gain knowledge. Then I started the animal behavior, channel. It's about 3 months I started this channel. And, the views have been massive. And when I even look at the breakdown, to be sincere, I got views from the USA and even from the first 9 countries. Nigeria was not even there. Actually, my aim was, to educate, people from Nigeria. But as it is at the moment, that is how it has been going. And I've crossed over 5,000 views, on this channel. Now, coming to the issue of you knowing fully well that I now have two products, an ebook and a YouTube channel, but without the knowledge in digital marketing, I now realize that for me to be able to promote, online, I need to gain more knowledge. And that was what led me into, you know, buying into a program that has really, really expanded my knowledge, and it's a program that has been simplified that I don't even need to know too much of technology to fit into it. And now I now have, a TikTok account as a digital educator and also another YouTube channel as a digital educator. So what I'm trying to say is that I actually use this as an example for everybody to learn from my journey so far, and you don't so that you will not be held back. And how can I start? Where do I start from? What do I have to give to the world? To be sincere, you have a lot to give to people. You really, really have a lot to share to the world. Now comes back to you because I said I'm here to help other people to be able to dig into what they have, to be able to discover the untapped hidden gems in them so that they too can also be part of the e-learning industry or the digital space. The first thing is you need to recognize your skills, your strengths, and knowledge. Please note that down. You can do this in two ways. Number one is through self-assessment. Just take a note and say, what, ask yourself this question. What are your passions? What are you passionate about? Some people are passionate about, music, football. It could be anything. You don't have to be a PhD holder before you have something you're passionate about. Some are passionate about, helping children. Some are passionate about impacting knowledge. Some are passionate about a whole lot of things. Take a sheet of paper because I want you to go home at the end of today with, an idea that you begin to work on. What are you passionate about? Kindly note that down in your paper. Then the second question you need to ask yourself is, what do people often seek your advice on? Now, a friend of mine once told me that the things you do for free, you can do it for a fee. Probably somebody has been coming to you, "Hey, I need help. Can you help me with mathematics? I don't know how to solve this problem. You are very good in this. You know how to organize, workshop. You have good organization skills. You are a good, anything. Just take a thought about what are those things that people have been coming to you to help them with. This will help you identify your niche that you can really tap into and begin to monetize it. I hope that helps. Secondly, if you are still struggling, you can get feedback from other people. Ask your friends, excuse me, Akin, what do you think I'm good at? What do you think is my strength? Ask people for feedback. There are some things people would see that you don't even know that you have. I just shared my story with you. So ask families, ask colleagues for their perspective on your strengths and unique talents. They will be able to share with you. I think you're a good storyteller. I think you love, organizing things. I think you love children. There are people that even understand you more than you understand yourself at times. Ask people for feedback in this area. Let me go on. The second thing you need to do is identify the market need, because we are talking about coming up with digital products and you need to sell these products, right? So you need to know, what are people looking out for in the market? What is the demand for knowledge? What are they looking out for? You can do a little bit of research. Look for gaps in the market where your expertise can solve a problem. And the most important thing here is solving a problem or fulfilling a need. There is a lot of people online. We have 5 billion people on social media. They are looking for how to do this, how to do that, how to do this. Everybody is out there looking for knowledge. So you can do a little bit of research. Oh, I have this skill. Who are the people that are looking for this? What are their needs? How can I tailor this to meet their needs? And then you have, discovered something that you can start working on. And secondly, no man is an island of himself or herself. You need to be involved in community engagement. Join social media groups. Look at what they are doing there. If you are a professional person, join professional network to understand what are the challenges people are facing. For those of you in academia, you may say, okay, maybe the students have challenges in academic writing. Maybe they have challenges in how to do a good presentation. People have challenges here and there. Some people have challenges in how to set up their business. Some have challenges in how to, start an NGO. There's a whole lot of, how to, what to do, this. If that resonates with you, then you can walk into that and look for a digital product that will be that answers these challenges, that give answers to these challenges. And then you'll be able to, sell to your target audience. Now, after identifying the market needs, the next step is to create valuable digital products, right? Could be online courses, it could be ebooks, guides, recipe books if you are good in and cooking. It could be guides on how to set anything. Any guide book will definitely have value and practical tips. Okay, there was yesterday I was on a TikTok live with a guy. He's a comedian, and I was like, I was trying to introduce him to this webinar, and I said, you're a comedian and you are growing. Do you know that you can also come up with a practical guide or an ebook sharing your journey so far, telling people how who wants to go into comedy, what the do's and the don'ts. That and he was amazed when I said that. So these are areas that we can begin to look into. And for those of you, if you are still having your 9 to 5 job and you are in a professional job, you can begin to say, okay, I want to coach upcoming, maybe accountants, upcoming academia, upcoming whatever, you know, and you can monetize those coaching sessions. You can host live sessions with your audience and share your expertise, and you can also monetize it. So people pay, to join either these webinars or the workshop. Although you're having this webinar for free, it's most likely next year I'm going to monetize it. So number 4 is leverage technology and tools. We're in the era of technology and we cannot run away from it. No matter what, no matter how you are, you cannot run away from technology. So we need all this technology and tools in content creation. You know, you need Canva for designing, presentations, for designing flyers, and a whole lot of things. Even doing a little bit of videos, you can use. There's a whole lot you can get from, Canva, designing templates for Instagram, LinkedIn, and everything. If that is only what you can learn and start coaching people, my dear, you'll be getting, those skills monetized. Do you have idea in video editing? You can start, coaching people on that and monetize your session and things like that. Secondly is when we talk about digital products and the digital industry, of course, we need an automated system. You can't be here and there running up and down. Your system must be, automated to make the marketing effort easy for you and also to reach a wider audience effectively. Now, it's a learning process, it's a continuous journey, and you, of course, will improve over time. So you need to stay updated. Although you may have an online course which you are selling, of course, after some months or some years, if there are new trends regarding, you can update that course so that it will be relevant to the year and to the way things are going. So stay updated, keep learning and updating your knowledge to stay relevant in your field. Then get feedback. Also, if you are doing online courses, you can form a community where you interact with the people that have bought your courses. They will give you wonderful feedback on how you can improve. Engaging with your community itself shows that these people will know that you are available to help them and you are ready to impact knowledge in them. And even if you upgrade your course or you have other courses, they will be willing also to buy, you know, from you. So now it is your time. I have explained a little bit of, background to you. I want you to do a self-reflection wherever you are. Please, I want you to write it down and I want you also to drop it, in the chat because most people attend webinars and they don't get anything from it, which I wouldn't want. Like I said, this is a Christmas gift from me to you. I want you to do a self-reflection exercise right away. I'm going to give you like 2 minutes to look at it. List activities you enjoy and subjects that you are passionate about. Can you list them out or can you drop them in the chat box? I will look at the chat, then I'll be able to guide you, along the line. You can just list 2 activities. You don't need to identify 10. List 2 activities you enjoy. It could be football, it could be anything. It could be anything. Just identify 2 activities that you love, that you are passionate about. Now, also note down tasks that you have excelled at and the skills you possess. Note down tasks that you have excelled at and the skills you possess. Kindly, write that down. Kindly write that down. The task you have excelled in and the skills you possess. And finally, what are your key achievements? Let's know. Probably you just gained a new certification, you just went through a program, you just learned a skill, you just finished an internship. What is that achievement? At least in the year 2024, just mention two achievements. I don't want 10, I just want one or two, it's enough. And what made those moments special? Drop in the chat box. For those of you on TikTok, you can as well drop in the chat. So list two activities you enjoy and subjects that you're passionate about. Number two, write down tasks that you have excelled at and the skills that you possess. And I told you, from the skills, do a little bit of self-reflection on what you're passionate about, what people have asked you to help them with. From that, you'll be able to, you know, dig out the treasures that are in you. Now, do not focus on the money yet. Instead, focus on a problem that needs to be solved. Because the idea that you want to develop into a digital product is meant to solve a problem. Don't focus on the money. Instead, focus on a problem that needs to be solved for the world. The money will follow you as a byproduct. The money will definitely come when you have a solution to a problem, especially when it's a global problem. So let me move on because of our time, as we still have another, you know, webinar from an international businesswoman. So for those of you who are here to get the link to that, the second webinar, which will be taking place by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, if you still want to be part of the webinar to learn how, you can do a profitable online business, kindly drop in the chat as well. And once I finish this, I'll be able to send you the link to the other webinar. Now, so here I just identified 22 digital products that you can create from your skills. I would just read through it, but I'm not going to take too much time to explain. But I believe when I just read through it, you'll be inspired. Your eyes will be open to examples and you can begin to dig deep. So online courses, ebooks, webinars, you can create templates, workbooks, membership sites, audiobooks, software tools, mobile apps. For those of you that are good in photography, you can have photography collections. You can design templates, so you can go into Canva, learn it, and you can start helping people create graphics. You will start earning money from that. You can even start teaching people how to create graphics. You can monetize it and you start earning from that. If you are into music, you can talk about music tracks, how to do a good music, how to set up this, how to set up that. All this you can come out with digital guides, and this can be monetized. Video tutorials, if you are good in any subject or any practical knowledge that you can share with people, all this you can monetize. You can come out with printables, podcast if you are the type that loves, you have good speaking ability, you're a public speaker, and you've not even had speaking engagements. You can start seeking even free speaking engagements just to let people know you. Then with time, you can start charging for your speaking engagements. So infographics, for those of you that are graphically, visually represented, you can start going into that. Online coaching, virtual workshop, digital art, scripts, guide. So recipe book, if you are good in cooking, you can come up with this. I just mentioned 22 here, but in the program that I am, learning now, they already shared with us 200 digital product ideas to create passive income. And I know that, we all want to maximize our potentials to generate passive income. So what is the next step? The next step is that success comes to those who take act, who take actions, who take the step. And this is what success is. You take the action. You take action. This is what success is. Yeah. Now, according to Martin Luther King, if you cannot fly, run. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. So don't compare your pace with another person. Somebody may have the ability to fly, another person may have the ability to run, another person may have the ability to walk, another person may have the ability to crawl. Whatever, your strength is, it doesn't matter. But what matters is that you should keep moving forward. Now, the question you may be asking yourself is, how can I start? Yes, I'm going to help you with that. And that is why we're having this. Now, you don't necessarily have to start downloading books, start, digging deep, start, doing a lot of reading. There is a ready-made product that I will share with you. But unfortunately, I need to reshare this because I did not click on the audio button, so it's not going to play. So just permit me to reshare so that you'll be able to hear from our mentor. Just permit me to do that now. Come in. I should have clicked on that from the beginning, but that's not an issue. So share. Okay. Yeah. So I'm back. So just listen to this. Just listen to this.
Digital growth community where our mission and our goal is to help you build a daily paying customer base all through digital. That's one thing every single business has in common. They need to get customers on a daily basis if they want to thrive. And there's many great products out there, many great companies, coaches, realtors, services. But if you don't know how to get customers on a daily basis, you might not be in business very much longer. And in today's world, things are changing so quickly. So inside the digital growth community, we are equipping you with a step-by-step roadmap to show you exactly what you need to get daily paying customers. But also, my friend, you're going to learn how to build your email list so you can have a predictable amount of customers coming in. And what I love about an email list is, you guys, it's going to help you literally learn how to set different types of goals for your business that you didn't even know you could do before because of the numbers. And you're going to learn all about tracking and understanding the numbers. You're going to be equipped literally with everything you need to build your business to the goals and dreams that you want. Okay, so this is
Thank you so much. So
digital growth.
So here is a done for you, because you might be, everything might just be juggling up and down in your head that, wow, so I really have this skill. I never knew I had this, experience that I can monetize. I never knew all this before now, but it's good. And you may be wondering, how can I get started? Yeah, I'm sharing with you. You just listen to Michelle O'Neill. She's a multi-millionaire and she has this ready-made product. It's a done for you product that you can buy the program. In fact, it's more than a program. It's like going to school, because you are going to learn everything about how to market your product on social media. You will learn about how to use the different social media platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. You will learn all this. And one very most important thing about the program is that once you key into this program to learn, you are brought into a community. I'm going to show you that. And you'll be given 100% master's resale right. That means you can also sell this course and you'll get 100% profit. So And while you are doing that, you can also start working on your own ideas based on the initial, explanation I gave that about yourself, assessment and the what you can do, that you can also come up with your own digital product. So now this is the legacy builders program, and there are four categories. The first one is the launch pad. It's $100. The second one is for 300, but once you buy the 300, this passive daily pay blueprint, you already have two streams of income. You can sell the 300 and the $100. Now, if you get the digital mastery, you already have three streams of income, because you can sell the 600, the 300, and the $100. And the final one is the Legacy Builders Program, is the $900 package. And this gives you four streams of income: 900, 600, 300, and 100. And what is this? Get the master resale right. That means once you buy any of this, you have the right to sell it and get 100% exactly the same amount. So this is a done for you product that you can start with while you take your time to come up with other streams of income from your experience, from your expertise, and from your knowledge. I hope this helps. So now, what the digital community, the growth community about that program is, it's all inclusive, having people all over the world. Here, somebody asked in the group, hey guys, just wanted to confirm something. What is the ages of our youngest and oldest member? And here you will see in the reply to that question, somebody said 70. Yes, we have 70-year-old people in the program. So what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? You that you are 30, 25, 35, 40. If people that are 70-year-olds are keen into digital program, I beg you to wake up from your dreams. Wake up from your slumber. It is time to take action. Somebody said, yes, 85. There's 85-year-old who are going into digital marketing. So, and these people, most of them, they are not tech savvy. They have no knowledge. But because in the program, everything is simplified, it makes it easy for them to take it step by step to be able to, maximize this opportunity. Yes, I love this lady. Her name is Christine, and she's 75 years old. And one thing I love about her is I listened to one of her webinars. She gave a webinar on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional platform, and he shows you that she is coming from a professional angle, and she does LinkedIn Live. She is 75 years old, for crying out loud. And she did a webinar. I learned a lot this afternoon before coming on this webinar from 75 years old. I never knew some things on LinkedIn, and have been on LinkedIn for years. I have been on LinkedIn for years. So in this community, my dear, you're going to learn a lot. Once again, you can see I put this here to show you that it's an inclusive community. We have stay-home moms that are digging into passive income generation. We have retirees. We have people from different realms of life who are making it on this program. And that is what I would love you to start with while you are working on your own digital product. What else do I want to share with you? If it's just for the knowledge or to learn the new skills, I think this is a program for you. Listen to what Rita said. She said, I am a mom of two grown girls, and I have been a teacher for 20 years old, coach for volleyball, and I am ready to learn a new skill. Are you ready to learn a new skill in digital marketing? Are you ready to learn a new skill in coming up with ideas, digital product ideas? Then if that is you, this program is for you. This is another testimony from Crystal. Hey everyone, I am an educator, and after 10 years of barely making pennies, I decided to make my own financial freedom without leaving what I love. She stumbled across this blueprint thanks to a friend that introduced it to her. And it's the same thing I'm introducing to you today as a gift. Gift yourself this Christmas. Gift yourself this Christmas. Now, I will soon finish. So this is a bit about what the community is about, digital growth community. And you can see here, we are 47.3 thousand members. At the moment when I did this screenshot, just few minutes before the coming online, There were 106, people on, and this is my profile. So this is me. This is my profile. Yeah. So, and listen, look at it. We have this free webinar happening, not 5 hours. It's gonna be in close to an hour, less than an hour now, because I screenshotted it 5 hours ago. So this is the same webinar I said. If you don't yet have the link and you want to learn more in details, please just DM me and I will send you the link to this free webinar again that is taking place immediately after I finish this one. Don't forget that. And for those of you, yeah, in the Zoom, just make sure you get your email or message me in the chat and I'll give you, the link. I'll give you my website for you to drop your email. So these are a whole lot of things that we are being trained on in this program. And bet you it has been simplified in a way that you will definitely love and learn a lot to improve yourself, to be able to dig into the digital space. Now, these are people that reported their sales. New record, Facebook is where it is. This person talks about the program on Facebook and she said 1,800 within 8 minutes. And this is the evidence she provided. That means she sold two of the $900 product within 8 minutes. This is 2 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. So within 8 minutes, she got 1,800 naira. And this is another testimony, 1,500 while at the movies with my boys, the greatest day ever. Definitely, we want to have a source of passive income, financial freedom that will give us the time to also have time for our families and friends. And yeah, thank you so much for your listening attention. I would love to take questions now. So thank you so much. I hope you got value from this presentation. So I open up for questions now. If you have any question for me, you can use the react button so that I can unmute you. Thank you. Thank you. Just a minute, please. Mhm. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm coming to unmute you. Just a minute. I'm trying to do the setup back to normal. Yeah, just a minute. And I'm going to stop recording, so feel free to be able to see anything so it will not be recorded. I'm going to stop the recording.